Helicopter manufacturing. Sorry, I have put it already, so I should not have done it. Sorry for that. I think some of the questions are there. I will address after this, Shabazz, difference between CMA and all those stuff. I will address after the session. All right. So this is a helicopter manufacturing industry. Okay. I was part of helicopter manufacturing industry, so I could elaborate more on how that functions, happens, everything, and then we will relate this to the topics what you are going to cover. All right. Now you have to tell me. Okay, you have to be very agile. You have to tell me. In this helicopter manufacturing industry, suppose for the next financial year, you know what is financial year? Financial year normally in India, it is followed from 1st of April of every year till 31st of March. Okay, that is called financial year. Suppose they are planning to start operations next. Now, what are the departments available? First point is, what are the departments available in this helicopter industry? You tell me one by one, you have to tell. I'll type here. What are the departments? You can say also unmute and say for now instead of typing one by one.
Procurement.
Auditors.
Okay, I'll come one by one. 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Somebody said procurement, correct? Then somebody said audit department, correct?
Accounts.
Audit department, then accounts, yes. Then
Cost analyzing. Costing.
costing. Others also say. What are the other departments?
Statistics.
Which one?
Administration.
Administration, correct.
Operation.
Then, operation, give chance for others also.
Sales team.
Sales team, correct. Then HR, correct. Others.
Customer service.
Customer service, very good. Then
Technology.
technology, I'll call it as research and research department, very good.
Marketing team.
R&D, yes. Marketing team, along with sales, we can say marketing. Then
Advertising.
advertising.
Engineering and design.
Engineering and design can be add along with technology and this one, engineering, correct? Then
Promotion.
promotion, again part of marketing branding. Promotion,
Quality.
which one? Quality, yes, very good. Quality, very important. Quality department. Then one important department is missing.
Reporting. Public relations.
Public relations, of course. Reporting is another department, correct? Reporting is correct. Then there are another one of very, very important. Why you are missing that?
So is finance included with account?
Accounts, finance and accounts, we can put it as one, no problem. But there is one other department, no, without which we cannot function these days.
Oh,
Which one?
Engineers.
IT.
IT department, information.
Engineers.
Yeah, of course, engineers has to be the information technology. Very important. Correct. Information technology is another very, very important department. Engineering department, which is again R&D, we can include in that. Very correct. Any other departments?
inventory.
Inventory, we can include into the procurement. Rather, you're right, it should be a separate department. We will call it as stores department.
Yes.
Then any other department?
Strategic department.
Strategy.
Manufacturing department.
Yes, very good. Production department, production flow, production department, correct. Somebody said one more department.
Strategic department.
Strategic department, correct. Then
Security.
very correct. You need a security gate. You know, you cannot go as we wish. There has to be a security department, though not very noticeable. They play a very vital role. Correct. Then,
Maintenance department.
very good. Maintenance department is inevitable when it comes to helicopter or big manufacturing concerns.
Housekeeping.
Research department.
Research department, yes, I have put it as R&D. Housekeeping comes under, administration, part of administration, you can put it, correct? If you are a food lover, you can have a canteen also, correct? Am I correct? I used to enjoy the canteen food a lot,
Canteen. Yes.
correct? Let's don't miss it. What else? Now let's look at how the flow has to happen, okay? Now we are all this, how many people? 40 people are in this, we are part of this helicopter division, okay? Next year beginning, let's say April, we need to ensure that our production starts. Production of helicopter has to start, okay? What is the starting point? Tell me.
Planning.
Brilliant. Very good. Without planning, nothing happens. So the first step is planning. So there has to be a planning department technically. Everyone with me? So everything starts with a planning. This you remember. Whenever you are going to prepare for CMA, first step is make a plan for yourself. Similarly, when it comes to production or anything related to it, the first step is ensure that there has to be a planning, forecasting. That is something very, very inevitably important. Are you with me, everyone? Everyone with me? Yes or no? I should see 39 yes or no. Then only I'll proceed. Okay. So planning is the first step. Everyone agree with me. Now, after that, we are into manufacturing for. We need to manufacture helicopter. Think yourself and say, if you are manufacturing, what will you do? Planning here. Okay, let us plan that we are going to manufacture 100 helicopters. 100 helicopters we are going to manufacture. So what is the step for that? What we need to do?
Then budgeting.
Yeah, planning,
First,
budgeting,
we'll
we
go
will
with
do
the
it. Tell me.
We'll go with the draft plan, sir. We'll prepare a draft plan first.
Draft plan, planning, budgeting, draft plan, everything I'll put it under planning. What is the next step? Execution. We decided to manufacture 100 helicopters.
Raise capital.
Finance.
Organizing.
Ensure that there is sufficient finance is existing, correct?
Finance.
So I will put it as along with accounts, I will put it as finance also, correct? There should be sufficient finance is important. Financial management is very, very important. Am I correct? We need to ensure that, okay, if I need to do it, I need to have, how much of fund is available. I need to do the next step relating to that. Sufficient fund is required. Am I correct? So finance is very important. What is next? That is something we need to safeguard. Then what we do?
Then source of fund.
Source of fund, everything. Yeah, banking, all these things, whatever required, different source of funds, working capital management. We will call it as different, whatever required relating to, I would say, corporate finance, managing of corporate finance, everything will be covering here. Correct? Am I correct? Now, what is next?
Recruiting employees.
Correct.
Organizing people.
Tell me, organizing people, recruiting employees, everything gets covered under HR. Am I correct? Then, what is after that?
Inventories.
We need inventory, correct? So what we do? We will go for
Procurement.
procurement, correct? We go for procurement and we ensure that there are sufficient. How is the procurement happens, by the way? We'll go deeper into it, okay?
Initially, machineries.
Tell me.
Machineries.
Machineries, for a moment, let us assume that okay, we'll come to machinery. Some machineries are in existence. Let us take for now. Everyone able to follow me?
Yes, sir.
All of you?
Yes.
Yes, no, right? Yes, please. Okay. because this is very relevant. We are coming to the crux of things. So that is why I'm just walking you through helicopter division just to ensure that the topics to be covered. Okay. That's the whole objective. Yeah. Thank you for responding. So we need to do the procurement. So what I'll do is I'll go a little more deeper into the procurement part also. Okay. What is that procurement part?
Collecting quotations.
Correct. See, this is something very, very important. These are all learning for you. Okay. Whenever you're working in larger organizations, you need some materials. Immediately, you cannot just go and buy it. There is a process involved in it. What is the process? First, there will be a tender notice. Tender notice. If you have heard about it, you start reading newspaper, you will see, okay, tender notice for procuring so and so items. You would have seen it. Now, what you find there is, maybe for our production, we need different materials. We will give a tender notice. First is in all leading newspaper, we will give it. Or leading medias, we will give it, so that that information get passed on. Now, what is next step? Once the tender is given, we will give maybe 14 days, 15 days, 1 month notice. After that, what they do, the people who are interested to participate in tender, which means the vendors who are ready to supply our different resources, they will be doing? They will be sending quotations. How many quotations? Any guess?
3.
Normally 2, Jason.
Yes.
Some cases 3 also, I agree. Normally 2 kind of quotations they will be sending. What are the quotations? One is something called technical bid. It is called as technical bid. And the other bid is called as commercial bid. So what is technical and commercial? When they evaluate, so they wanted, let's say we are giving order for, let's say, steel. For manufacturing helicopter, we are giving order for steel. So they will be saying a technical bid with all these information. Okay, what is this? Description, size of steel, measurement, everything, no commercials. They will be giving a detailed information. And once you go through that, what happens? You will understand, okay, you will be shortlisting. Okay, these many vendors out of this are eligible. We will be shortlisting. And once you shortlist, what happens? The next bid we will be opening, which is nothing but the commercial bid. We will open the commercial bid. And commercial bid will be indicating about the different price quoted by different vendors. And what we do, among the prices, the lowest part, whichever the quality, technical bid, qualified bidders, commercial bid will be lower. And whichever is the lowest quote, we will be considering for order. You understood? Why this is important? Why we do this quotation exercise? Any idea, anybody? Others also respond. I'm hearing from Jason. Others also should respond. Ashwin, Usha, Venkatesh, Agustin, Sindhura, Chaitra. Everyone respond.
To get the highest quality material at the lowest cost.
Absolutely correct, Amrita. Good quality material at the lowest cost we should look at, because we are ordering in bulk. We are not ordering 1 kg steel. No, we are ordering in tons. So we need to ensure that best quality is available at the most affordable, which is nothing but savings for us, correct? So we should ensure that. So that is why we go for this tender business. So procurement done. Okay, now coming back here. Where are we? Okay, now we are here. So procurement we discussed. Now after we give the order, after quotation, everything given the order, what will happen to this material? Material immediately will come. Everyone respond, share your thoughts. Let it be wrong, doesn't matter.
No, sir.
What will happen? It will have its lead time, correct? Maybe they will be supplying probably within this time, all these things possible. Now let's say within 2 months they are delivering. Where it will come first, the materials?
Warehouse.
Stores department, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
So before that there is a security clearance, everything, then it will come to stores department. And what does stores department does?
They verify with the quantity which is mentioned in the invoice.
Very correct. So they verify the quantity. There will be, of course, along with stores, there will be a quality department also. They will be checking whether the quality is as per whatever be given in the code. They will be verifying. And then if it is matching, it will be, after verifying the quantity, everything, it will be stored. Am I correct, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now, after that, what? So we have, from the budgeting we started, we arranged to finance. You are able to follow, no? Planning, budgeting we did, we arranged the finance, everything. Then we did the procurement. We did the procurement also. Then we moved on to quality checking done. We done to the stores department, we done. Stores department also done whatever required. And then what we did after that, what is that? What is next? It has come to the stores. What is next? Tell me.
Plant and machinery.
Correct. So assume for a moment some machinery is available, correct? What is next? You got the material. What will you do after that?
According to the manufacturing department who is required the material, according to their intent, we are supposed to be distributed to them.
Correct. Very correct. Are you able to follow, everyone? So there is a production floor. You can see a production floor, which is nothing but what you see here. This is a production floor of a helicopter. You find so much of tools, people working. You can see a prototype, a helicopter part. So this is nothing but a production floor. So they will have so much of requirements of different parts. So they may have, okay, there is a tail. For that manufacturing that tail, there may be some steel required or composite material. There will be a requisition will be sent. Where they will send the requisition? From the production department, where they will send the request?
To the stores.
To the stores department, they will send the requisition. Correct? Everyone respond, okay? I'm hearing only Jason's voice. Everyone keep responding. Let it be wrong. Doesn't matter. That's how you learn. So there is a requisition will go to stores department. And stores department, what they do?
Issue material.
Issue material. So generally,
provide materials to.
They will be verify is that particular material is available with them or not.
correct. Now it will be verified and then stores department will issue. But tell me something, production department, when they send this requisition, how many, nowadays everything is in ERP, but conventionally they used to send it in 3 copies. They used to make 3 copies. To whom all they make this 3 copies? Tell me that.
One is to the stores.
Jason, give chance. Somebody else will tell also. I understand you know it. Let's see if someone else says. If nobody says, we'll come back to Jason. Tell me, others, you should protect my pride. I asked Jason to
One
keep
for
quiet.
stores.
Correct.
One for cost accounting team.
Correct.
Another for manufacturing team.
Stores within the department and another to the cost accounting department. Logesh, next time I have to say to you also. Correct.
Yeah.
Now, good point. See, what happens is when this requisition is made, this is made in 3 copies. One goes to, they maintain, the requisition come from production department. They maintain with them. And 1 copy goes to the stores department saying that, okay, I need 1000 kg of steel. Let us say 1000 kg of steel is required. The same copy will go to cost accounting. Logesh mentioned a very valid point. Not even finance department, it goes to the cost accounting department. Okay, I will come to that in detail. We'll be discussing this again. So for now, you understand that it goes to cost accounting department. And 3rd copy will come to your own section. So I'll put it here, 1 department, which is cost accounting. Okay, very, very important. It goes to cost accounting department. Okay, so then they will be getting stock of everything. Okay, I'll come back to cost accounting department again later. Okay, so this is how the stores department, the material reached that production department. Material being received. So we covered which all department? Security department covered because they are the department which issues the stores to inside. Okay, strategic department, we can say along with planning, we covered that. Then once this is done, the HR department has done some recruitment for whatever related which we covered. So it comes to production department and then they engage into production. After production, what happens? After production. Production is done.
Sales.
It has to come to sales department, correct? Sales, marketing, all these things, it will be coming up. And these department, I will call it as sales, marketing and promotion, advertisement, everything will come here and they will be taking it up. Agree with me?
No, once the production is completed, the quality has to be certified, sir.
No, I agree. See, I mean to say that everything, the final output has been come up. After quality verification, everything, the final output has come. In fact, if I go in detail, there has to be, if it is helicopter department, there has to be trial runs. How the quality being checked? Final output is trial runs. There will be 150 hours of trial runs. There will be, test run without even flying before. They will be having, within this department itself, there are hangars available. They can, the rotors, they will be, you can see here some rotors. If you see here, micro level, you can see some rotors, which is nothing but used for some testing actually. Okay. The rotor test will be the, then hot weather trials will be there. There are various parameters for required. And after all these quality checks, assume the final output is come up, then it will be moved for sales. Jason, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is something which we say about it. And then post service, there will be something called maintenance, anything required relating to that. There will be maintenance will be there. Along with that, there is support department like information technology, computers or whatever technological support required, there will be available. Your service department like administration, canteen, all these things will be part of it. Okay. And customer service, also technology and R&D we discuss along with production. Even before the technological, whatever we are going to manufacture, we need to have the blueprints available. Those things are available. Probably if you look at, and later on public relations, everything also comes as part of, I'm not giving much into it, public relations or other areas, because that is not something which is not too relevant to us. Okay. I'm trying to touch upon the relevant aspects of it. Okay. Now, coming back to the point here, we discussed about cost accounting department. Okay. We come, the requirements production flow made triplicate, one to the stores department, one to within them. And the next one, it goes to cost accounting department. Why it is being sent to cost accounting department? What is the reason?
Shall I?
To allocate the cost.
Correct. So you need to understand how much of, because it is not just 100 helicopters. There may be multiple helicopters we need to manufacture. Now, helicopter manufacturing, for that matter, is one of the most complex among all manufacturing process, because the number of parts, if you include the nuts, bolts, everything, around 40,000 plus parts involved in it. I'm saying about including nuts, bolts, it's very, very complex. So you need to have so much of control on it, how the production happened, what all being used, how much quantity you being used, because ultimately you need to have a clarity on how much of cost you are incurring on manufacturing of a particular helicopter. And that will be ascertained only if you particularly map against each, helicopter project. So when the production department send this requisition, they will be highlighting specifically saying that, okay, this is for project 747, let's say Boeing 747. So what cost accounting department will do? Material issue, steel, 1000 kg, Boeing 747 batch so and so. So what happens is that particular cost gets allocated specific into or assigned specific into project 747. Similarly, when it comes to labor, labor also what happens? You have a lot of people working in the department. So production floor, it is like, every time, there will be an assignment, so wherein there will be a supervisor standing. Supervisor will be saying that, okay, so many people will be moving on to project 747 Boeing today. Somebody will be going for 707. Different projects will be assigning. So production flow manager again makes triplicate copy for the labor assignment. Why that labor assignment again made it, and which all department it will go? Any idea when it comes to labor?
Admin and HR.
Exactly. One will go to admin and HR. Others, are you able to follow? Is it very tough, whatever I'm saying? Sanket, Bhairavi, Reema,
No, sir.
Usha, Venkatesh, Agustin, Bhumika, Vaishnavi, Sindhura, Medini, Girisha, Tejaswini, Chaitra, Vashini, Jobin, Radhika. Is it very tough or whatever I am communicating?
No.
Stephen,
No,
Swati, Pawan, Dheeraj, Amrita, Deepa, Jagadish, Anshul, Atul. You guys need to respond, right? Keep responding, okay? So the stores, again, the production department make 3 copies and send it to 3 departments. One is definitely to cost accounting, and the second copy goes to HR department, so that HR departments know which all projects, which all people are working. Understood? And the third copy, they will keep with them. I'll be coming more detailed into it, as we progress on the costing part of it. But at this moment of time, at a high level, you can understand what exactly, how the flow. Now, with this, the whole idea is that in a manufacturing unit, we've taken the example of helicopter, but in this process, what all the departments we have covered, we were trying to understand a little more deeper. Okay. Now let us go a little more deeper into some of the specific departmental actions. Okay. Now, if we look at here, some of the departments we already discussed. Okay. What is cost management department we discussed now? Everyone with me? Cost accounting department we discussed. They tabulate cost everything, correct? Yes or no? So which we discussed now. Now, we also discussed about core finance functions. We discussed about the core funds. In fact, Jason was mentioning, correct? After the planning budget, we need to have the finance to be arranged. How we are going to arrange finance. We discussed about those functions, correct?